Ba, 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 ba. Perhaps I should just go ba for 15 minutes. Good morning, everybody, peeps, and a big hello, my lovely on-screen misses of the age. Karen, how are you?
Good morning, Nick. Morning, everybody. It's lovely to be here. And it's definitely Monday because it's start your day.
It certainly is. And we've started already.
Yeah.
Good morning, Karen. What have you been up to, my lovely?
Well, I had a really nice weekend. I had a quiet day Saturday. Then we were invited, Mike, my partner, and I were invited into dinner with the neighbours, which was lovely. And then yesterday, I went to watch a service. I was in the congregation, and you know what? I had a ball. It was lovely. It was so nice to be in a church that I received a lovely warm welcome. Um, the service was uplifting, and everybody was great. And we even had trifle.
Wow. Now there's a special thing.
Yeah,
Absolutely brilliant.
trifle. I was so impressed. I said to the lady, I've never had trifle in a church before. So it gets a big tick from me.
Absolutely. Well, you know what they say, spiritualists are not to be trifled with unless
Ah,
it's at the end of the service.
I like that. Oh dear, here we go. No, it was
And
really,
so,
it was a really lovely church, and that I thought to myself, yes, this is what it's about, the welcome, the upliftment from spirit, and also the cup of tea and the chat afterwards, because that's important too.
I
So
think it's the most important part, actually. Sometimes it's that I'm always reminded, not only within the church environment, the centre environment, the group environment, whatever you want to call yourself, certainly within the retail environment that I was heavily involved with for most of my adult life, there are people that will come through your doors. You are the only social contact they
yeah,
have all week, and that
absolutely.
must be a central focus. As I frequently say, a church is not the bricks and mortar or the building, it's the people that make
Mm.
it what it is and keep it upright.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Do you remember that little thing you did when you were a kid? I used to do it with my son where you go, this is the church, this is the steeple, open it up, and that's all the people.
Yeah,
Yeah, I know, that's sort of important, and that's what it's about, isn't it? So,
it really
yeah,
is.
yeah, it was good. It was good. So, did
Good.
you have a good weekend?
It's been blooming manic. It really has. I had an online workshop yesterday and met some lovely new people for that. Had a wonderful service. Again, it is about the people. Wonderful service on Thursday at Littleport. Wonderful medium Sue Hind. I must get her on here actually.
Mm,
Um,
mm.
she uh, she is amazing. Her evidence is just stunning, and her voice. She can. She makes me sound quiet
Oh my
sometimes.
goodness.
She really does know how to throw her voice to the
Yeah,
back of the hall, and
fabulous.
yeah, brilliant. In actual fact, we were speaking a number of weeks ago about, people's physical senses not necessarily reflecting their spiritual ones. And I mentioned, I know of a medium who is deaf but hears spirit perfectly.
Mm.
That's Sue.
Oh wow.
And she, considering her hearing impairment, she's not impaired in any way. I mean, she's got if there's somebody who doesn't like to speak, her husband stands behind them and speaks and repeats what they've said to her so that she can read his
Mm,
lips.
mm.
And there's just always ways around things. And she's such an inspirational medium, as well as being absolutely brilliant.
Oh,
I had a wonderful message from my brother-in-laws, so it was absolutely brilliant. But
good.
for me, the circles and the workshops have been the thing. It's just been such a pleasure watching up and coming mediums developing, which I think is something we might be talking about a little bit today
Oh
uh,
yes. Yes,
around the
yes.
house. But of course, we have got absolutely shed loads of things to get
We
through
have.
today.
We have.
So
So we better get cracking, as my
we
Jew
will.
would say.
We certainly had. As we were saying, it's all about the people. Let's start with the people. Serendipity 589. Hello, everyone. Hello, darling.
Hello, Christine Davis. Fancy seeing you again. I saw you on Friday night as well.
Fabulous. Reverend A.D. Sadler, I'll be seeing him later. Good morning.
Hello, Jan, my friend from Slovakia. Lovely to have you with us.
Hello, Jan. And Mandy Martin, good morning to you. And look at that cutesy in the picture.
Oh, the lovely Natalie Walker. Good morning to you.
Morning, sweetie. Oh, and I get to say good morning to Clara. Good morning, darling.
I love the things you put trifling on. Morning, Helen. Lovely to have you with us.
And Emma Hancock's good morning, Karen and Nick. Well, good morning, Emma.
Hello, Biff Bartlett. Nice to see you. Good morning.
Brian, welcome. We're doing great. What about you?
Hello, Karen. Another Karen, popular name, you see. Oh, good evening from New Zealand. Lovely to have you.
And another Christine Davis. See, this is where we get.
Yes.
There are two, and they've both said hello, so we don't have to worry now. Morning, Christine.
Oh, Westcott at Roma's little gift shop. Good morning to you. Nice to have you with us.
Hi, Mandy. And Anne Penhaligon. Good morning from a wet Cornwall. Good morning from a dusty and dry fen.
It's a wet Lincolnshire as well. Hello, C. Nice to see you from Canada.
Whee. Deb Clark. Good morning, my lovely.
SPTV royalty.
Absolutely.
Morning, Terry Louise. Lovely to have you with us. Oh, good luck. Good luck, Terry.
Good luck, Terry.
Good luck.
And Christina Warnick, Pennsylvania. Wow. I once visited Pennsylvania. Lovely place.
Ooh. Lisa McDonald. Hello, Lisa.
Good morning to you. And Jill Bartlett. Hello. Hello, Nicola Serendipity. Hello.
Hello, Susan Ross. Nice to see you with us.
Oh, lovely. And of course, Richard Taylor. Good morning to you. And of course, good morning, one and all. If we haven't said hello, it's because we haven't seen you, but we still say good morning. For instance, Noel Bean Parker, all the way from Australia, is watching and with us, and it's good to see you too. And everyone who we haven't had a chance to get through. If we spent all morning getting through the hellos, we'd never get a chance to talk about a wonderful list of stuff and the wonderful things we've got to talk about, which I know Kelly Rocket is looking forward to.
Yes.
And so you know, if you are new or not been around lately, we will be giving messages throughout the entire show. We intermix. Yeah, I love how when my mother thinks I can't reach him on the phone because he silenced it because he's on the line, I'll send him a message through SPTV. It's brilliant. Thank you, Mother. But yes, we are giving messages, not just from my mother, throughout the show, intermixed with wonderful conversations, wonderful experiences, and wonderful information about SPTV, beautiful guests, the lovely Kate May, and we have literally got a quartet of new shows to talk about today.
We have. My goodness, it's just going from strength to strength, and there's so much diversity that's coming up, which is absolutely wonderful. Shall we start to talk about them, Nick? Shall I start?
I think we should. Yes, definitely. Now, there's one that I know you're really, really looking forward to.
I know. I'm really looking forward to this because it's a show, the hosts are all ladies, and it's a show where the hosts are women and it's for women, but I'm sure we'll get some gentlemen as well. And it's called Living Spiritually. And it's a wonderful panel of ladies. It really is. We've got Ashley Oliver, we've got Natalie, and we've got Wendy Lindsay, and it's on the screen now. And it's just going to be amazing. And it starts on Thursday, the 15th of February at 8 p.m. I will have to watch it on catch up because I have my circle on a Thursday, but it's something I will be looking at, watching, because I think it's going to be absolutely amazing. All wonderful ladies, all with wonderful knowledge, and I can't wait.
You're absolutely right. It is a beautiful combination of three very strong, different personalities that I personally believe, from what I know of each of them, will complement each other really, really well.
Yes,
So
yeah,
Thursday, the 15th of February at 8 p.m. is when it begins.
yes,
And I know it's going to be an amazing, amazing show. So do support those three wonderful, wonderful exponents of this way of life. It's just superb. And then, of course, I'm going to jump the list because I want to do one of them at the end with a bit of a fanfare. You see, the Around the Table, which is a wonderful, you know, counterbalance, variants of the Living Spiritually show. You've got Around the Table with these three lovely dudes. Tony, Neil, and Phil is going to be an excellent
it will
combination
be.
again. Tony, I've known for a very long time. Neil, I've gotten to know since we've known each other,
Yes,
Cam. And Phil, again, another wonderful exponent of this way of life. Those three will be talking religion and politics and all manner of chat. It is a debate show, and it is for everyone, but I know it's going to be tailored to a certain, let's just say that Around the Table in its past incarnations has always gotten a little bit saucy. Uh, and it's certainly an enjoyable, and that we're really, really looking forward to. And again, that's coming up this month, another new show. But I mean, just look at those three beautiful souls.
I
Look.
know, I know, and I know that they're all wearing they're all wearing to go. Well, I know Neil is because I've spoken to him about it, and he's really, really excited. And you know, he's been involved in spiritualism for a long time. He's worked in sort of like in the care industry with mental health. So he's got his own experiences to bring on. So I know that it's going to be great. And your mate Tony is lovely, and I really like him, and I love his calming energy. But he's also got that strength about him, so I know that he'll keep everybody in check.
Yes. Absolutely,
Yeah, yeah,
absolutely. And the next show to talk about, speaking, of course, of Around the Table, if people have seen the previous incarnations, the wonderful Neil Bryan has got a new show called Soulful Insights, and there'll be discussions about psychology, healing, personal growth, narcissism, trauma, and codependency. And it really is, you know, I love that image
yes,
actually that you're seeing right now, because
absolutely.
it sums it up really. It
It does.
is about knowing what's going on in the head, and that, of course, starts on Sunday, the 4th of February from 7:30. That is going to be another wonderful bridge between all of the various different aspects of this way of life, talking, working together, understanding the mind and the soul. I think that's going to be an excellent show, and I cannot wait to see all three of them.
Me too. Me too.
And you can actually catch Neil's podcast on the SPTV app, which can be downloaded, of course, from Google Play. All you've
Yes.
got to do is search for SPTV UK app in the Google Play Store, and you can download the app and get a free card of the day. You can get, of course, Neil's podcast. And of course, after we've finished with it, you get to see Kate May's Astroscope on there every week. But of course, we did say there are 4 new shows coming
We
up,
did, didn't we? Yes.
and the VIP nights with a certain young lady that's quite familiar to the SPTV family. So pleased to hear all about that. Give it up for Stay Sure. Are you there?
Hi. Good
Hello,
morning.
Stace. It's so lovely to have you with us, and
It's good to
it's
be here.
it's fabulous because you're going to be telling us all about your show. You're going to be, and now I only sort of got to see you and talk to you on Friday, So I've never actually seen you face to face like this. I've only just seen your little comments that come up when I've been on here, and also when I've done other stuff with SPTV. So it's really lovely to have proper chat with you.
It is. It's good to be here. How's everybody? We all right?
Yeah, we're doing all right. We're doing okay. And
how's mother?
She's fine. Yeah, plodding on. Still doing her
Good.
thing. She was on Saturday night. Everybody seemed to enjoy that. So yeah, it's all been good. Good morning, everybody on Facebook and YouTube.
Well, you've been involved in SPTV for a long time, and you look after
no, too long.
and you look after the showcase and the VIPs. So tell us about that. What do you do? What do you do?
So what we have coming up is a new show for the VIPs to say thank you for their support and supporting Richard and the channel and all the hosts. So what it is, it's going to be like a kind of chat show, but we're going to have some guests on one week maybe, and then some mini teachings, maybe some learning how to read cards, basic mediumship foundations, some readings. Obviously, we can't not include the readings, but it's all for the VIPs, so they can come onto the Zoom, and we chat about everything and anything, basically, and then just give readings and have a great old time.
Sounds fabulous. It really does. Yeah.
And of course, knowing the VIPs as I do, there's one other thing that will definitely be going on in that debate, which is part of the fun of being a VIP, actually, the gossip and the chat.
Oh yeah, we can't have a VIP without the gossip. So we want you all to come on, all to sign up to the VIP. We want you all to come on, and because it's about you just as much as it is about the show. So any suggestions that you want to come up with, or anybody who's got any talent that they want to have a go at, because I will be getting you all involved in the readings. No one's going to get out of not doing anything. Just saying.
Oh, that sounds lovely. So in a way, because Nick and I were talking about the church, and I was saying about the community that I felt yesterday when I was in the church. So in a way, the VIP lounge and what you do with the VIPs is a little bit like a church community. Is that what it's like? You form a little community.
Yeah, it's going to be bringing people together, having a bit of a laugh, having a bit of a giggle, a little bit of learning, a little bit of gaining knowledge at the same time. Maybe interview some of the hosts, Nick Brown, Karen Wood.
She started already.
I know.
Yeah, so I've already got the plans going. I will have a guest host with me, and that'll be the lovely Christine Davies. So she'll be helping me as well. So yeah, it should all be a bit of a giggle and a bit of a laugh.
Well, I'd be up for that. So, get the dates and we'll come on. And also, Stace, I've got some lovely students that I'd love to give an opportunity to come into the VIP room and do some readings, if that's all right with you and of course with Richard. So they would love to come and practice, because they only get to sort of work in circles. So.
All new people welcome. We like to encourage and support our new and up and coming talent, so to speak. But we've also got the showcase that is good for that, which is another plug that I'll be doing this morning. I put a post out on the SPTV fan page of the day for new people to come on, and it can be mediums, it can be readings, it can be writing, artwork. Whatever you do, whatever you want to showcase, you can come on to the community showcase, which airs on a Tuesday at 6 o'clock. We've had a fantastic response. We're now booked up till May, I do believe. So if anybody wants to come on to the showcase, show us their talents, new, upcoming, starting out experience, whatever the case may be, just give us a shout through the email. Remind me of the email, Richard? Mine's gone.
And of course, the email is sptv.uk. No, go to the website.
Go to the website, or you can PM me directly on Facebook at spaceshow192.com.
Yeah.
Well,
that's
sounds
it's a fabulous
exciting.
show.
It's
really exciting. They've all kept me busy.
And it's not showing any signs of getting any less busy. We've got the lovely Reverend Ashley Oliver on the screen right now saying
Oh,
hello to everyone. Of course, we've
Good
just plugged your
morning.
show, love,
we have Ashley,
living
yes.
spiritually. And I actually had a message about you, Stace, for yesterday. Um,
Oh,
I've got a circle this afternoon. Everyone knows I tend to rush off after the show, go and have some lunch before I do my Monday circle. And one of them has been on your showcase already, AD Sadler.
oh,
Um,
I love AD. I've met AD in person. He's a lovely man.
and his crumpled paper, which actually he developed as part of the circle. I gave them all some homework to come up with a different and interesting method of divination, and he came back with that, and it was just brilliant. It was absolutely stunning, and of course he came and did it on the showcase. And I've had a couple of them actually say, "Do you think I'm ready yet, Nick?" So over the weekend, because they saw your post. So we will be discussing that today, so watch this space for that. So
Wow.
Karen, get them on, because it really is I think the development thing is brilliant, and giving developing mediums a new start. And speaking of new starts, hello to Julie White, who's watching for the first time.
Oh,
We are
yes,
talking about many different things, but we will be giving readings as well throughout
we
the
will.
show.
We will.
And
Yeah,
Bernard,
there's not a lot of opportunity for newbies to come to develop, to sort of spread their wings, if you like. There's lots of development, but in terms of actually putting their feet in the water and dipping their toes to practice online, there's no. That's what the showcase is about. It's about giving them the opportunity in a safe, fun,
Yeah,
and non-judgmental environment.
yeah.
absolutely. For me, I think it's very similar to and it's not so. And hello, Sharon Brown, who's
She's a
new here.
newbie. Welcome.
That was
Hello,
my sister's
Sharon.
name before she got married. She's a green now. The irony. But yeah, I mean, back in my early development days, because we're all obviously still developing, but back in my early development days, it was literally fledglings.
Yes.
You would also tag along with your mentor and share the platform,
Yeah.
and that still happens. I've got one medium who's regularly bringing her students with her to the church, and one of them that came is now a regular medium visiting in her own right. And it's really, really important to keep progressing through the new generation of mediums, but without the online method of doing that, online doesn't go much further, because it was missing that. And that's what I think is brilliant about the showcase and about the VIP night. It's an opportunity to progress the method of fledglings evening. I know some people don't like that phrase, but it's what I was brought up with, so
Me
it's what I
too.
use. To fledge people on the online platform is equally important, as you said, Stace, and I think that is the key message there: a safe, comfortable environment where everyone is comfortable and looked after.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah. It's important because you've got to build that confidence. You've got to build, and it's so wonderful when you see new people connect and bring through spirit, and the message is taken, and they can feel the upliftment given to the recipient. They can feel the love coming from the spirit world, and you can just see the joy that is brought from the spirit communicator, the medium delivering the message, and the recipient. And that still gets me. And I think it always will. I think it's so
It helps
important.
when you've got the right support behind you. And SPTV and Richard have really supported me on my journey. And I like to help other people on theirs. It's my way of paying it forward.
Oh,
So
that's lovely, Stace. Yeah.
Well said.
I'm a big believer in paying it forward. That's what I try to do, and I think it's really important to do that. And
so get VIP people. Get VIP.
absolutely, and be part of this wonderful community, and come and meet Stace and all the people on the community showcase. and also on your new show too. So I think that's wonderful. You've got something else going on as well, haven't you, Stace? There's something else.
I have. I've been busy with a little project as well as busy with sptv. Well, some of the viewers will already know that I do astrology books, astrology birth books, and it's basically I get your name and date of birth, and I go through all the main 4 zodiac signs. So there's the Western zodiac, Celtic zodiac, Native zodiac, and Chinese zodiac.
Wow.
There it is, look.
And I had it all on paper, but I've been working, mentioning their names, Richard, suggested that maybe I put it in a digital form for it to look more professional and just to give it a bit of a boost. So that's what I've been working. I've been working on doing a digital format, and it's worked out really well, I'm pleased to say.
Brilliant.
So,
amazing, to be fair. It looks
Yeah.
absolutely gorgeous, and everyone at home can see it right now.
Yeah,
That
so it's
little
on screen
post.
now, and that's what you've created. And isn't it wonderful to see it there? That something that was an idea, and that you put it on paper, and then with that wonderful man's help, you put it. It became like digital. It becomes real, doesn't it?
It's turned out better than I thought. I was a bit dubious at first because I don't like stepping out of my comfort zone. And the selling point was the fact that the paper version, it was all handwritten and hand drawn. But what I've managed to do is I've managed to make it look handwritten, and the images that I use, license free obviously, they're drawings, so it makes it look like they've been drawn, so it hasn't lost that personal element. And obviously you've got the personal element of the person's name and date of birth on it as well. So no one book is the same.
Wow.
And it's all personal to the individual. There's, as well as the zodiac signs, you've got your birth flowers, birth crystals, birth colour, number 1 song or movie from the year you were born, life path number, and the guardian angel attached to that life path number. And it's not just the drawings, it's information about each thing as well. So you get the healing properties of the flowers, what the flowers symbolise.
Wow.
Same with the guardian angel, you've got the elements of the angel, what their job is, what their other name means, what they are called in to do, basically. So yeah, there's a lot of detail that's gone into it. And you get the personality traits of the life path number as well. So you can have a look at what your strengths and weaknesses are, and it helps you understand yourself a little bit better.
Do you know what? That's something. Where can we find it, Stace? Where is it? How can our viewers get it?
They can inbox me on my Facebook page, Stay Sure, or they can get in touch with me through sptv. And if they want to find out more information, or if they want to order one, they can do it. Orders are made through PayPal. It's just let me know. And like I say, all I need is your name, your date of birth, and if you're born outside of the UK, place of birth. Because with the Native American one, it depends which hemisphere you're born in as to what native birth totem you are.
Do you know that appeals to me? I think I'd like to know all about that. I think I might be sending you a message later.
Fair enough. But yeah, it's got all your crystals, your birth crystals in there, and what they do and how they help and where they originate from, if I can get that information. But yeah, it's all done in a presented on a PDF, and I send it to you through your email, and then you can put it in a folder and enjoy it.
Sounds amazing.
How long does it take you to create one?
Normally about a week. From when I get your details, that's when I start working on it. Obviously, if you're outside of the UK, it depends on time zones, but normally about 7 to 10 days, you'll have it in your email from start to finish.
Well, I think you're going to be quite busy.
Yes. As if
from the comments, I think you're going to be quite busy. So it sounds amazing. So that's what Emma says. So there you go.
What I do is I've just done a couple of orders. one for his brother that passed away, one for somebody else's niece. So it's not just about having one for yourself or having one for somebody here for a birthday present or Christmas present. You can do one for Valentine's Day. We've got Valentine's Day coming up. You can do one for a loved one. You can do one as a memory for a past loved one. If you want to dedicate their memory in a star book like that. But yeah, they're beautiful keepsakes. And there's nothing like it anywhere else that I've seen.
Wow. So it's unique, and
it is unique, yeah.
And that's wonderful. And I'm sure everybody out there is going to want one. And I'm sure you're going to be very, very busy with all of that. So it's exciting times. Gosh,
it is exciting.
It is.
Little
amazing.
Sometimes
things start off small. You know, everybody's thoughts. I mean, look at somebody like Louise Hay. I mean, you start off and you think, oh, I've got an idea, and it grows and it gets bigger. And also like SPTV, that came from a thought and an idea, and now we're all over the place. And
that one, Richard. You know, I'm reminded.
I'll blame the coffee.
I'm reminded, of course, exactly what Karen said. Sir Arthur Conan Doyle, a great exponent of this way of once said, from small, and he was quoting someone else, obviously, but in a message that he gave to someone through spirit, he said, from small acorns great oak trees grow.
Exactly.
And I didn't know at the time he's actually his earthly remains are underneath an oak tree. Mum brought me a leaf that was then laminated from that oak tree that fell down as she visited it when she was on holiday once. But yeah, he once gave that to someone as a message from spirit, and it turned out that he's actually under an oak tree, his earthly remains. So frankly, from small acorns great oak trees grow, young lady. And long may
the oak tree is actually a sign of protection and longevity.
Ooh.
In the Celtic.
She's on it already. Look, she's on it already.
So there you go. But I've also got another project in the making. I've already done one poetry book. I'm waiting to get the second one done, and then they're both going to be up for sale as well. So keep a look out for them.
Do you sleep, Stace?
Barely. Yeah, lots of things going on.
You know, you're
I like to keep my mind busy.
Yeah, yeah. Right. Well, I think it's amazing because, do you know what? All this wonderful creativity that comes out of people, and sometimes you don't realise that you've got it. And then all of a sudden you sit down one day and it comes, and you don't realise what you can do until you put those thoughts into action.
That's it. You don't know until you try, and I'd rather try than regret not trying, because then you're always saying what if.
Yeah.
Even if it doesn't go the way you want it to, at least you've given it a bash.
Absolutely with you on that one. You know, at the end of the day, it's a lot better to look back at your life and say, I tried it. It might not have worked out how I expected, but at least I tried it, than to turn around and say, what if? What if is the mind killer.
Yeah.
And so never have a what if. Always give it a go. I completely locked into the corporate world 2 years ago, and now I'm sharing a morning with you, lovely two ladies, and a wonderful gentleman who keeps whispering sweet nothings in my ear. It's wonderful.
Absolutely.
Between two roses.
Yes.
Right. So
we have got lots of people who are back with us from last week. Last week's cyclone and weather issues. So welcome back, Sam B. And I know there's a number of Margaret Bartlett. She's back with us after a while. I saw Ruth Hanslip there is watching for the first time.
Angela Rich is back on as well.
Angela Rich is back on as well. So here's the deal, everybody. You share this post, you share this feed, you share this video, whether you're on Facebook or YouTube, it doesn't matter. Share, react, thumbs up and all that stuff, and then we start giving out readings.
Absolutely, because sharing is caring.
It really is, isn't it?
Oh dear, I don't know. I'm in a funny mood today.
Yeah, look at.
And I did notice that Terry Louise had put up that she'd already got Stacey's wonderful download for herself and for her girls as well. So, and she says it's amazing. So, so she's got one, her mum's got one, and she's got one each for her girls. They are really so good. So that's a wonderful review. So you ought to get reviews as well, Stace. I think that'd be important.
Yes, the people that have got the paper versions absolutely loved it. I got some fantastic reviews, so thank you for your support for those that have already got one. But there's a funny story about Terry's one. Terry was lucky enough to get the prototype.
Oh, bless her.
And the picture of the Sagittarius horse, well, let's just say it went a little bit on the wrong side.
And Rebecca Woodley, we would never forget you.
Of course not, Rebecca. We wouldn't forget you.
Years. Welcome back, darling. No, it's brilliant. I love what you're doing, Stace. And to be able to say, you were there. Look, there are so many up and coming mediums. The future of this way of life really is at stake with developing mediums being given that platform. One day you'll be sitting there. We'll all be sitting in the SPTV nursing home, all of us.
Oh, God forbid!
Like I'm sucking on a boiled sweet. That medium that's doing well. Stace, he was on the showcase with you. Well, weren't they? And Richard will be sitting there still looking as useful as ever, throwing peanuts at me, stuff like that.
And Richard has still have all these technology and
wired up with holograms and hardwired into the internet. Bless him.
Well, we're telling Richard to stop filming the nurses. What was that?
Ouch! It depends if they're male nurses. It'd be me that you'd have to keep under control, but that's another story for another day.
Yeah.
But yeah, he's gonna say he's a one form man and has only eyes for one person on this earth.
Absolutely. He's a one woman man. Is that right? Yeah. Keep quiet, Karen.
I'm with him. I'm the same. However, I do occasionally flick the catalogue from time to time, but that's another story as well.
And Sarah moving on quickly.
Sweet too.
No, I've heard a rumor, Nick. That and I actually saw that we SPTV has diversified a bit. We are TikToking now, I understand.
Yes. Now this is awesome. I opened up a TikTok account years ago and forgot about it. TikTok though is amazing. They've increased the length of the videos that you can put on there since I was last on there. It's no longer just 15, 30 or 60 seconds. You can have 2-minute ones and 3-minute ones. But yeah, how many minutes now?
Can you explain for me, because I've never been on TikTok. Now I'm showing my age now, all right? Now I'm not a TikTok person, so I need to know, because if SPTV's on there, I suppose I better go on there too. So can you explain the difference and what it's all about and how we are on there? Because I have no idea. I just saw this post and I thought, oh, I'll share it on my Facebook page, but I don't know what it's all about.
So TikTok is another social media platform, and here's a picture about our page and how to find it for everyone at home. TikTok, for me, my way of explaining it is Facebook is kind of like a combination of words and images and videos and everything, and it's very much a generalist.
Right.
Instagram is a social media platform predominantly for pictures. TikTok is a predominantly for videos. And you can you get them on your feed, and the more you like and flick and look at something, the more you get the same of. So for me, when I get angry and watch something 15 times, that's all I get, and it really, really winds me up. So I have to go in search of models and bunnies. I love my bunny videos, they cheer me up. So I spend about 45 minutes looking. I agree with you, Sarah. I think I spend about 45 minutes watching videos of bunny rabbits chewing on parsley and that sort of thing, and it
Right.
resets my timeline.
Right.
Because there is an algorithm that brings more of the same of what you're looking at.
Yeah.
Your news feed, but they can be short videos, as I said, start at 15 seconds, all the way up now. Richard was telling us up to 10 minutes, and I love TikTok. There are all sorts of filters. I once looked like a French maid running through a palace on one of these, because you can play games on there and video yourself playing games, and you know that touch the screen and it stops on which character you are from various different shows. But now SPTV is moving in for the swoop and takeover to bring a bit more spirituality to the talk.
Wow, well, that sounds exciting. And Terry's just said, love the card of the day on TikTok on SPTV.
Yes. The card of the day will only now be on the app, Google Play, download.
Please.
TikTok. It will only be on TikTok or the app. So this is a great opportunity. If you've never ventured into TikTok before, I highly recommend it, because it can be so much fun. You get it stuck in a loop of bunny rabbits, and Laura Sykes, I followed you on TikTok. Yay, well done. Well done.
Well, maybe I ought to go on there and investigate then. This could be a little adventure for me, to adventure into the world of TikTok.
Absolutely. I get stuck in a loop of spirituality, bunny rabbits, and children swearing. For some reason, TikTok thinks I find it funny. Of course I don't.
No, definitely not. No. Tony's just said there's loads of psychic mediums now. So
yes.
I was just just going to say that there's a lot of fake ones on there that prey on the vulnerable and just want your money. In fact, my partner found one yesterday where it was yes, no cards for free, but if you wanted a full card reading, it was 25 quid at PayPal.com.
Right.
Once we hit 1,000, because that's where I pushed to get over 1,000 followers. I was amazed that I actually did. We can actually go live on TikTok once we hit 1,000 followers. So there is a bit of a prize raffle going on related to TikTok. Basically, subscribe, let us know on the Facebook page that you've subscribed, and you can go into a raffle.
Yes.
Or it's called follow. It's called follow, not subscribe. Why can't we all just use the same term?
I know, it gets very confusing.
Spiritual debate for another day. It is like it in this way of life, with different terms meaning different things. But yeah, you can follow. If you follow on TikTok, then you will be entered into a raffle. And Richard, remind me, what was the prize? Reading by your choice of one of the SPTV readers. So you can't say no fairer than that.
Absolutely.
For just a potential reading for just following on TikTok, and then allowing yourself to allowing yourself to see and help us get us on TikTok live. Bernadette Helen West, we love you. That is so kind. You folks are the real deal, and I will testify to that. That is a testament to the SPTV community. It really, really is. And so thank you, Bernadette.
Richard, if I may, can I throw something into the mix here for the raffle? Also, sorry. Do you know why? It's because I've got this chair and it moves and I can't keep it still. I need to get another chair that locks because this one keeps moving. I will get another chair. So for those of you that subscribe onto TikTok or download the app today, I will offer an hour's personal mentoring with me for if you want to develop your mediumship. So you get an hour's mentoring with me if you're a developing medium. I'll give you an hour of my time for free, and you can if you download the SPTV app, or if you go on TikTok today. So let us know, or let Richard know, and then Richard can put you in the raffle, and it can be drawn. So there you go. Okay.
Wow. Beautiful. Lovely. Isn't it? See, this is what I love about SPTV. Not only is it on the fly seat of your pants announcements, it's also a wonderful, wonderful community of support and upliftment and kindness. Karen, that's gorgeous.
Well, I just want to do something to,
Yeah, I agree and understand. So I'll tell you what, I'll throw in a distant healing book as well.
Oh, that's lovely.
I will send a distant healing book that we might get the opportunity to talk about in a bit. But I'll send it to Richard, and he can send it on to whoever wins. And of course, the prize draw finishes on the 12th of February. So we've got 13, 14, 15 days to follow, comment that you've followed, and then Richard will use his fancy techie tech to select at random a winner who will obviously get that reading. A beautiful hour with a beautiful lady and a distant healing book. So there we are. It's well worth following TikTok now, isn't it?
And a reading as well. So yeah,
well.
Absolutely.
Absolutely. Throwing a birth book in there as well.
Oh wow.
Oh, thanks. Wow, that's lovely.
Yeah. Throwing a birth book as well.
Oh, that's.
And the pack away as well. The Oracle pack as well.
So get following, get downloading, and following and downloading is free.
Yeah.
So, and then you get then there's 5 prizes. So you could be lucky enough to win one of those prizes. So it's worth a follow and it's worth a download.
Certainly is. And so Neil Payne, hello gorgeous, has said, so will the show be on Facebook, YouTube and TikTok all at the same time? That is the plan.
Ooh, how exciting. We're going to be multi-global.
Social media takeover.
SPTV taking over social media.
We
will break the internet.
Hello, Kelly Marie Jones. Lovely to have you for your first time watching with us.
Kelly.
And Bernadette Helen West has got a question. Quick question. Are the card decks only available in the UK, or do you do international as well? The answer is yes, they can be sent out internationally. We are waiting the second pack sample to be delivered. Richard is still, making sure that they are perfect. But yes, when they get sent out anywhere in the universe, and there's about 60, because it is a limited edition run. So there's about 16 packs left. So if you want one, really have got to get in there quick. Janice Williams is watching from Spain. Hello.
Hola. Hola.
Yes. So we've been talking obviously about Stace Shaw's Astrology of Birth books. Let's segue quite smartly into our next guest of the day, of course, which once it's over a little bit later on today will be on the app for the new week. It's time to join Kate May for her beautiful tarot scope. So please, let's see it for the first time today. Karen, what are we doing?
We rolling, Richard.
Hello everybody, my name's Kate May, Modern Day Mystic. I'm looking at your week ahead tarot readings for each zodiac sign. You can catch me on www.katemay.co.uk. We are in the 29th of January, week ahead, looking at Aries. Aries, you've got the battle card, Aries, the 5 of Wands. Now, this card says, pick your battles wisely. Listen to everyone. It might be a case of everyone's talking, but nobody's really listening. So this card actually asks you to listen to what other people are saying, okay? Try and perhaps quiet your energy down so that you can hear what everybody else is saying. Now, don't get involved in any drama-rama. Listen and then step away. This really is a case of perhaps conflict, perhaps arguments, and people just really not being on the same page. So this week, Aries, you just want to step away from any of the drama, listen to what everybody's saying, but don't get too much involved in it. Taurus, 2 of Cups. Negotiation is coming in for you this week, Taurus. This could be in business, this could be partnerships. If you're single, you might find a new love comes around you, somebody that gives you a little bit of a wink there, or turns your head, gets your heart fluttery a little bit. If you're already in a relationship, Taurus, things could go to the next level. But communication and negotiation are going to be important around you. Anything to do with partnerships, anything to do with connecting to somebody else, you are on the same page, and there is good news coming, Taurus, in regards to starting something new. Gemini, the lovers. Big choices and big decisions are coming in this week for you. Communication is the key. It is ruled by your own sign, Gemini there. So communication is the key, being open and being honest with yourself first and then somebody else. A big decision will need to be made that affects you and another this week, Geminis. If you're single, you could find that the love of your life, somebody who really connects to your soulmate, comes forward. If you have a partner, a decision needs to be made, or you could be getting even closer. Cancer, the devil. Choices again, Cancer. Very similar to the Lovers card that we just had, but in the form of the devil. So this card asks you, Cancer, is there any toxic energy around you? Is there something you need to break free from? Is there any restrictions or limitations, anything that's holding you back, or anyone that's holding you back? Any addictions? So check in with the energy around yourself this week, Cancer, and remove yourself from anything that takes you down the wrong path. Remember, you have a choice. Try not to be over materialistic this week or allow anything to become an obsession. Leo, bit of worry going on around you this week, Leo. However, when this card pops up, it normally for me indicates that worry is unnecessary. So you could be stressing, you could have anxiety, you could be worried about something that you really don't need to worry about. The air will clear. Try not to overthink things or make a drama out of or mountain out of a molehill there, Leo, this week. Virgo, you're feeling confident, you're feeling comfortable, and you are feeling that you have everything going for you. This week, Virgo, there is somebody going to come around to help you perhaps with your business or with your material needs here. Virgo, you have what it takes this week to be able to manage the home, the work, the friends, the relationship, the children. You've got it all in the bag, and you're feeling super organised and super controlled, Virgo. Good news around business. Libra, lots of opportunities are coming around you this week, Libra. You could find that you are being very busy, that everything is up in the air, but while it is up in the air, it will all fall into place. But my draw around you, Libra, is opportunities. Grab them as they come in, because as quick as they come in, they could go as well. Scorpio, you're coming home with the goods. Now, good news is coming to you, Scorpio, this week. You may feel that you're finally getting on top of things. You might feel that you've got more focus. You could easily be distracted, though, Scorpio, so it's going to be really important. If you have goals, it's important that you stay on focus, that you stay on point, that you don't lose your head in any way there. But you can overcome challenges, you can overcome obstacles this week, Scorpio. Sagittarius, full of ideas this week, Sagittarius. You've got some brilliant ideas, almost too many ideas. What are you going to do with them? You'll need to think logically, you'll need to think clearer, and perhaps start writing things down so that it releases it from your head. Capricorn, whole new world, Capricorn, whole lot of new energy that's coming in around you. Luck is on your side. Anything to do with writing, anything to do with expanding is going to be lucky for you. So look at expanding, look at knowledge and gaining more knowledge, but turning things around in your favour, Capricorn, this week. Aquarius, you could be feeling a little bit stuck, Aquarius. You may feel that you don't know what to do. Do I do this or do I do this? Just ride it out, Aquarians. You can't hide, but ride this out. Something will be clearer within the next couple of weeks. And Pisces, be master of your own destiny. Take charge of things, be clear in what you want. Don't allow people to walk all over you. Put boundaries in place, Pisces. Step up to the mark, Pisces. You have the control this week. You could find that you've been promoted or that you've got more authority going on. You're stepping into your power and you are creating not just boundaries, but more security and more stability for you, Pisces, which is great. Perhaps a father figure may influence you, an older gentleman might influence you this week, Pisces, but security, stability is very important.
Hello.
We're back.
We're back.
Hope you enjoyed, Kate.
Absolutely. We've got to say a big thank you to Kate, a lovely regular feature, a lovely regular guest to the show every Monday, and it is such a pleasure. And thank you, Kate. And that will be available on the
app.
Which
download it, please.
You can download the app, Google Play Store. It's available. It's free. And this is the thing, we were briefly mentioning just before we saw Kate. You've got to be careful on TikTok for people that are charging left, right, and centre. SPTV doesn't even subscribe to the Facebook Stars function. We are all about keeping it available. And the SPTV app with no advert. This is a really big thing. A lot of apps that you download are jam-packed full of adverts. The only adverts you get is today. Joining Karen and Nick on the Start Your Day show is Stay Sure, which is starting in 10 minutes. The only adverts are pertinent to the reason you've downloaded the app. And it's available for Android users with the card of the day, meditations, they're lovely meditations, affirmations, podcasts, Q&As, and so much more. Search SPTV app in the Play Store. So get there, get downloading, join in the fun. Bernadette Helen West has said, will you be developing another version of the app for iPhones?
I hope so.
Richard's going to come on and explain this to people. Hope does spring eternal, but it's a rather complicated, long-winded and very frustrating process. And so to explain that and save him having to whisper it in our ears so softly and gently, here's that honey voice man himself. Richard, are you there?
I certainly am. And good morning to everybody here today. Hope you're all well. And how are you three today? You're good. Great.
Yep.
Don't want to carry waffling on. Right.
Love you too.
Yes, I know you do. But sorry, my heart belongs to someone else. Never mind.
It does.
It does. You've thrown me now. What am I on for? Right. I have to explain about the app.
iPhone app.
Sadly, no. I have looked into the costs, and to have the app converted from what I've created into an iOS Apple, it's going to cost up to around £600. Plus, you have to pay £25 to Apple to have it added. If they don't approve the app, you've got to keep paying them £25 until they approve it. That's how greedy they are. And
that's
also,
every time you submit it, isn't
every
it?
time you submit it. I think you get about 3 goes, 2 or 3 goes, and then if they still say no, you've got to do it again. And you've got to pay them £99 per year to have the app. So if they change a bit of their coding or update it, you have to resubmit it and pay again. So Apple are money, in my view, I'm going to openly say it, I think they're greedy. There's people out there who are like us, who are non-profit, who just want to create something to help other people, but we still have to compete with people who make a substantial amount of money through adverts and other apps, where Google don't do that. You pay the £25 admin fee to become a developer, and they actually help you, they support you. So if they say no, the app's not right, they tell you what's wrong and how you can fix it. So then you resubmit it, and then they come back and say yes. They help promote it. They've been amazing. The first few bips I've had, they declined it and they had issues with the ID and stuff. But once all that was done,
Oh dear.
We really ought to have a regular feature, Richard's Rumble. Richard's Rumble.
Richard's Rumble.
I think that would be great. And you know what? I'm fortunate. I will say I'm blessed. I have a Google phone, so I've got the app. I haven't checked my card of the day out today yet, but oh
Dear.
oh dear. No sound, Richard. So you didn't hear the rant. Oh no. Oh no.
Oh dear.
Richard is unheard. Well, we heard it, and basically, it's a hugely expensive scenario. So, unfortunately, there will be no iPhone app. I'm blessed that I've got a Google, so I do use the app, and it's brilliant. And I will be submitting some content to Richard as well for it, and I know Karen will be as well.
Yeah.
Can hear you all now. Richard has a lovely voice. Missed the end. So you heard the rant, yeah. So I think we should have a weekly Richard rant. The Richard Rumble. I think sounds better.
It does.
Putting the world to rights.
Well done, Christine. Well done.
On TikTok, so well done. Good on you. Sweet. So yes, it's really exciting times, and unfortunately not if you're an Apple user. Sorry, Karen. Just next time go for Google. I've got a lovely, I can fully recommend it, but I won't do it on the air because I'll get in trouble. But yeah, the app is amazing if you can get on TikTok, any platform, so do follow on TikTok.
Absolutely. Yes.
You know, everyone's feeling really creative. So I mentioned earlier, if I may briefly, I think everyone's focusing a lot on healing at the moment, as they rightly should do. And I wanted to help in some small way. So as well as my spirit journal, which is a hardback or paperback book that's available on Amazon to log your own spiritual exploration. Oh, look, there it is, isn't it? Well done, Richard. The Spirit Journal, the Independent Spiritualists Alliance Spiritual Journal, literally it's blank pages for you to fill and write your story. I've also done another one with some spiritual quotes intermixed into the blank pages just to give inspiration. But I've also done a distant healing book. The one thing that unites all spiritual group centers and churches for me, wherever I've been, is the healing book. It's just a wonderful thing. And I thought, wouldn't it be nice if, you know, it's wonderful that people personalize their own, have their own, do their own, but wouldn't it be nice if you had an option of getting one? So I made one. There's the healing prayer that I always use. There's a bit of a blurb about distant healing, and then a little bit about the silent minute that I do for the Alliance every evening at 9:30. And then pages for you to write the names of your friends and loved ones and anyone for absent and distant healing. And that's available in the same place on Amazon. So if you're interested, I will, it's on there. And as I said, I'm going to give, along with Karen's lovely generous offer and Stacey's lovely generous offer for the competition, I'll throw in a distant healing book as well.
That sounds great, Nick, because you could have it for your circle group. You could just have it for yourself. You could have it for your church. Yeah, I think that's wonderful, because when you've written that, even though we send thoughts out, when you've actually written the name down and that name stays there, you know that name is receiving the healing that is needed. So I think that's lovely, and what a wonderful idea. So it looks great.
I just thought it'd be nice, you know, to have something that was. I always love the fact that the healing prayer is either written or stuck on the inside front cover of the book on pretty much every one that I've ever touched. And I just thought, wouldn't it be nice if it was printed as part of the book? And so I've done that. Sarah Tink Weston asked, I've got YouTube, I've got Facebook, I've got TikTok, and I've got the app. Is there anything else? Not right now, but you never know.
Thank you.
Richard doesn't sleep, so you never know what he'll come up with next.
We ought to start a club, the Not Sleeping Club.
Yeah, gonna say not the only one.
Absolutely,
Yeah,
absolutely.
the only one in it.
Yeah.
Are we able to put the link for your book in the SPTV pages?
Yeah, there is actually a video that I did in the SPTV lounge, which is for VIPs, which you can subscribe to. 37p a week. That's all it is. You don't have to, but it's nice to support. And maybe if we had so many VIPs, it would provide enough finance for the future of an app if Richard decided to be nice to them and forgive them for their sins. But it does help pay the bills for the broadband and everything. And I did share a video on that. I've got that video on my Facebook page as well, and I'll share it again later as well with all the links and things. So thank you, Stacey. Bernadette says, I've only been part of this group for a week, and for the first time in 13 years I've truly felt healing in every sense of the word.
Oh, that's lovely.
Beautiful.
Thank you, Tony. She's downloaded the SPTV app. Well done.
Awesome.
Do you know what, Nick? Also, you mentioned about the journaling book that you've got. I know I listened briefly to Adele and Laura on Friday on their show, and they were talking a lot about journaling. So this can be very healing as well. And Stace, obviously you were talking about your poetry. So obviously, did you have a book for that as well? Did you? Because I think when you instead of just typing it or just writing it on scraps of paper, if you have a designated book, it makes it more special because that's your book.
What I did was I went out and got an A4 pad with whatever cover I wanted on it, and then I put all my poems handwritten in there. Because my poetry is my way of journaling. It's my way of making sense of the world, but in a different format. So you see it from a different perspective as you would if you were just normally writing it down like a diary. And then I've just chosen to type them up and put them in a book. So, my poetry is a kind of journal because it's not just personal feelings and emotions. It's also making sense of what's going on in society, social aspects. I've got things about war in there. I've got PTSD in there. I've got the way dogs think in there. I've got all sorts from depression and mental health all the way up to having fun with the kids in the supermarket throwing a temper tantrum to dogs looking at you strangely because you're going to the toilet inside. So, it was my way of
Absolutely. I mean, don't get me wrong, I'm no technophobe. I love technology and I love learning new things, but there is just something so delicious
you can't beat pen and paper.
Pen and paper. It really, really is.
You can't beat pen and paper.
And also holding a book because a lot of people I know have got Kindles and what have you now and download stuff, but there's something about a book that is nice to have, and I think that's important. I really do. So
you don't get the same satisfaction from a Kindle.
Yeah.
Helen Smith has asked a really good question I'd like to put to you guys. She says, are some people natural healers? Just wondered. Been told many times I could be a healer, but don't understand where to start. Well, wonder no longer. Ladies. I'm going to share my thoughts, but I thought
we'll do all the work, Nick.
That's it.
Everyone always tells me that I go on too much, so I just thought I'd get out the way for a minute and let you guys have you say. Don't get me wrong, I will have you.
I can only talk from my experience, Helen, and I have done my healing was my first thing that I did. And I would suggest that you could either go to your local spiritualist church and speak to the healers there, and they may take you on as a trainee, and you can do the training within the church. Some churches run if it's an SNU church, it will be sort of like the spiritual healing under the guidelines of the SNU. I know some independent churches call upon people that have got the Reiki certification, and they invite independent healers to come and train their healers in the church. And some people do their own assessment. Do you do your own, Nick, as well?
Yeah, we do. And you're absolutely right. There are a number of different routes as far as development and training is concerned. We basically on a Thursday night have hands-on healing and distant healing in one section as part of the actual service, and anyone who is developing their healing abilities can come and actually, under supervision from either Tony, who leads the healing, or myself, be supervised in that arena of giving the healing as part of their development and just giving healing. There are many different organizations, many named after the county of which they are based, because there's numerous.
Absolutely. Yeah.
But
I would say just make
there,
sure that my hands are always boiling hot, and when everyone else has cold hands. I would say go to some a place that is like a church or something that's got a little bit of something registered or something, look it up and find out to make sure that it is a bona fide place where they will teach you the correct ways, because healing has changed over the years, and they do have to deal with code of conduct and how to do things. So go to somewhere where you get the right training as well. Absolutely. I think that's important.
As far as the training is concerned, it is all about the legality and protecting yourself and make sure you and your recipients are safe. As far as getting yourself started, you're already doing it because your hands are saying so. For me, there is a directory on the app where you can search for local healers who can give you guidance and direction. But I would say if you've got animals, place your hands on them. The one thing about dogs love healing.
Oh, they do.
Dogs, whenever I walk in the room, 9 times out of 10, they jump on me, scream at me, and then they just stand in front of me and put the bum down on the floor as if to say, come on then, stick your hands on.
Yeah.
So you can give healing to animals. As Stace has brought in our extra guest of the day there just to demonstrate, you can give healing to animals. You can send out your distant healing thoughts. There's a little bit of instruction in the distant healing book about how to send out your healing thoughts in the front couple of pages. But like Karen said, get to a group. I personally believe everyone has the natural ability to be a healer. It's whether you make use of it or not. And I think it is the most essential part of our way of life. It is what makes it a way of life rather than a practice. And
absolutely.
Everything that we do is about healing the mind, body, and the spirit. Be it by listening. Listening is a healing tool. So some people say that I don't get the opportunity to listen because I'm always flapping my gob off, but even when I try and keep my mouth shut, I get told off. But no, in all seriousness, you are a healer. I believe everyone has the potential to be a healer. It's whether you use it or not that matters. So find a group that resonates with you. Karen and I both, are in agreement on so many things, and the importance of that is the fact that we do come from slightly different organizational frameworks.
We do.
Of life, but we still feel the same passion. We still feel the same need, and we agree on the most important parts. You've got to find something that resonates with you.
Yes.
So you're comfortable.
Yeah. Oh, Martin West has just put up, we run the monthly teaching of healing group open to all on the last Monday of the month. We have NFSH, which is the National Federation of Spiritualist Healers, Reiki, and Spiritual National Union trained teachers, and we have insurance. So thank you for sharing that, Martin. I'm sure that will help. And also, healing is the purest form of mediumship, in my opinion. That wonderful healing energy is lovely. I had some healing from a friend of mine on Friday, and she also gave Oscar, my dog, a healing because he was not well on Friday, bless him. So she gave him healing, and he's feeling better, and so am I. So it really does work. And you know what? Even I think therapy, that a lot of therapists are healers, because
Yeah.
I've been to therapists over the years, and I've received wonderful healing, and sometimes people don't know that they're healers, and people even just sitting down having a conversation with healing. And how many times have you said, I feel much better after talking to you?
Yeah.
So because you're sitting there and you're in that energy and blending together, and that's when the power of healing happens. So yeah, it's interesting. It's interesting.
Oh wow, bless you,
Oh,
Victoria. That's Victoria Witcher says, "Wow, I'm feeling the healing just from this conversation. Made me stop for a second and sit. Thanks, us. I think
that's lovely.
healing
Thank
is so
you.
essential that it really is the core of. I personally think the healing aspect is what tells you whether it's the way of life or those other people we were talking about earlier
Yes.
that are just in it for themselves. Every way of life has got that problem, but
Yeah.
when it resonates and when you feel it, you know you're home. That's what we call it. And yes, can we please have some healing?
Oh, poor
for my
Linda.
mum?
Yeah, we'll
She's
send
just
it.
had her first cataract done, and so
Oh,
she's a little bit lopsided until the
bless
13th.
her.
oh, bless her. Yeah,
But
it's
yes,
on the way. It's on the way.
but
I
yeah,
think as well, sorry, Nick.
no, you go ahead.
No, I was going to say, I think as well, with regards to where to start, I've not done any training for healing or anything like that, but when it comes to distant healing, it's about the intent.
Yeah.
So, like, with every message I get, with every book I make, with every poem I write, even though my poetry is sometimes spirit inspired, it's got that healing to it. It's just, I send out the intent. And when I've doing a demonstration, it's always whatever energies are left over, please send it for healing wherever it's needed. So
Mm.
it's about the intent as well with the distant healing. But I agree with Karen and Nick. It's like with all spiritual work, make sure you get that training and make sure you go to somebody that's got a good reputation
Yeah.
and that it's genuine. Because again, there are a lot of fakes out there that with people that think they know what they're doing and actually they don't know
Mm.
part.
Oh, Bernadette, bless you.
Oh, that's lovely. That's
Thank
lovely.
you, thank
And
you.
of course, you do the healing minute at 9:30 every day now, don't you?
Yes, if I may, very, very quickly, it is written about. Yeah, it is written about in the distant healing book that you'll be able to read, Bernadette. And I agree completely with Deb Clark, by the
Yeah,
way, that everyone is a healer, aren't they? To some
definitely.
degree, a mum rubbing a child's knee is a healing act. Absolutely. The healing silence that we do, we've borrowed a page from history. Cherry Ann Bodman Barnes, who's one of my friends, and also we work together in development. I won't call her a student. I try to avoid that word. It's an easy one to default to, but she's just amazing trance medium in her own right. And on the 10th of November last year, we were sat, it was a Friday, we were doing a session, and her guide said, we are reminded that the world needs support, the world needs healing. We are reminded that Churchill was a part of a movement for sitting and sending out healing thoughts. The world might have forgotten, we have not. Start again. We Googled it because neither of us had heard of this when I read it back to her afterwards. When she was, where did I get all that from? I said, well, you didn't. It was your guide, love. And she was absolutely gobsmacked. We did some Googling, and it turns out that the Silent Minute was part of the country's efforts in the 1940s. And it started being broadcast on BBC One. Sorry, not BBC One, didn't exist then. BBC Radio on the 10th of November 1941. So the
Wow.
same day, the anniversary. So we said, we've got to do this. So we cobbled together something quickly for that night. And then ever since then, we've put together a nice video, the unity prayer that the Alliance uses. That's every night on the Facebook, the church page, and on the YouTube page, every night at 9:30. It's literally 6 minutes. A 5-minute get together and warm up, and then a minute of sitting and sending out your thoughts. And there's a bit about Wellesley Tudor Pole, who founded the Silent Minute movement, and it's still going today. So we thought we'd be a part of it. It's not our invention. It's been going years, 83 to be precise, and it's just lovely to be a part of coming together and sending out the healing. So that's available on my Facebook page.
Wow.
Speaking of advertising and talking about coming up things, let's have a look and see what's coming up in the world of SPTV over the next few hours and days. What's the word, Karen?
Roland Richard.
Introducing the SPTV app, your digital spiritual guide for an enlightening journey like no other. Immerse yourself in a world of audio and visual content crafted to inspire, educate, and entertain. Seek guidance with our card of the day, choosing up to 6 cards for personal insights. Enhance your daily life with our wellness section, featuring nutritious recipes, affirmations, and balanced living tips. Explore our spiritualism section for a deep understanding of the religion, its principles, and spiritual answers. Unravel the secrets of the clairs and broaden your spiritual horizon. Easily find local readers, therapists, centers, or churches with our comprehensive directory. Stay connected with live broadcasts, check our schedule, and get to know our insightful presenters. Delve into the meanings of angel numbers, crystals, and a comprehensive list of divination meanings. All of this and more, available for free on the SPTV app. Download now at sptv.uk/app and start your journey with your digital spiritual guide.
Join Minty May live tonight from 8 p.m, offering tarot and mediumship readings to our viewers. Are you looking for some spiritual love or relationship guidance? If so, then join Jennifer Rose tomorrow from 8 p.m.
I don't know if anyone can...
Oh, there we go.
the 3 squares of shadow. The skin upon the
Excuse
show.
my dog.
We're here.
I don't know.
Wow, Emma Hancock's, that is a beautiful comment. The whole time you've been talking about healing, I can feel spirit really close.
Oh.
It starts with a tickling sensation at the top of my head. That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Bravo.
Yeah.
Well done.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
talking about spirit close, shall we do some readings for people?
Amen to that. Yes.
I was going to say, I'm getting that cobwebby feeling.
Are you joining us, Stace, for readings today?
Yeah, why not?
Why
If
not?
you'll have me.
Of course we will. Of course we will. So, who's going to start today?
I think we ought to let Nick start since he jumped us in it earlier.
Absolutely.
Don't you in it? I can't blooming win. First I'm waffling on, and then when I say go ahead, oh.
Right.
Very quick announcement. I don't know if anybody watched Clara's show last night. I'm sure that there are numerous people on here who did, because it's an amazing show. There was a new feature using Zoom, wasn't it? Using Zoom, a different feature so that we're more integrated with the various different technologies. If you watched it, can you let Richard know while we're working? Did you enjoy it? Would you like it? Would you like it to be more used more often? Like, oh, I don't know, between 10:30 and 12:30 on a Monday, perhaps. Maybe. You know, just to expand the range. I did catch a clip of it. I thought it was amazing, and my vote would be yes. So yeah, if you could let Richard know what you thought, and give him his feedback. In the meantime, while you're thinking about that, pin back thine lugholes, lovelies, because I have been voted to go first. Happy birthday, Nicola, by the way.
Yes, happy birthday.
Happy birthday to you.
As I link in, I'm made. Hello. I'm slowing down. Much more calming atmosphere descending upon me as I link in, to the extent that I am feeling a little bit dizzy with that as well. As this thank you. As this lady comes forward, I'm aware that we've been talking about healing, and I'm getting that tickle myself now. So I'm aware of this lady would have either received a lot of healing or would have been a healer herself. I'm also aware as this lady steps forward, as she impresses herself over me, cool, she's getting really, really close. She knows this way of life. I'm starting to lean forward a little bit. She would have leant forward slightly to one side. So I don't know whether that had been to do with her physicality or just part of her personal behaviors. But she would have leant forward like this, and I can feel that she would have had her hands like this when she was talking, just as a gentle way of keeping her hands in check, because actually when she got going, the hands were all over the place. So I think she restrained herself by holding her hands like this when she needed to. And I'm also feeling a problem with an eye. This eye, it's almost like I don't want or can't use it. So I don't know whether there had been a problem with it, maybe blindness or just some kind of condition that affected that eye. But it's starting to feel like it's not even there. And this lady, though, she is I've used this term to describe a lot of people recently. She is an absolute storm. She is an absolute storm. She's an amazingly powerful and strong lady. I do feel grandmotherly, but I also feel a connection to this way of life in a really strong way, like she would have been a healer or a medium. And the eye is really, really important, but this way she's leaning forward as well. It's not just about physicality, it's about engagement. Jay Johnson said, could be my aunt. Would you understand that she was involved in this way of life? And there's something about not the eye, so maybe not. Sorry, Jay. There's something about the eye that's really, really important. Emma Hancock says, could be for me. If you can understand this lady with the eye and the healing, and of course, that tickle on the back of the head, it was you that mentioned it. So it could well be. But just keep listening, my friends, because this is really important. Whoever it is that she wants to talk to is starting to show signs of acting like her, or at least needs to be more like her, because she was a force to be reckoned with, an absolute storm. And this lady, as she steps forward, she is somebody who really, really, really would not be messed with, even though she was gentle and sweet and kind. Emma says she was a medium and had a problem with the eye. I feel like with that, especially with that feeling, what you said you felt, I do feel drawn to you, Emma, but anyone else who can resonate, just keep listening in case. But I do feel drawn to you, Emma, so thank you. She wants you to be more like unto her. She wants you to be more like her, in the sense that, yes, she was gentle, she was calm, she was kind, but she did not suffer fools gladly, and would make it absolutely known that she wasn't going to be messed about. I'm also very much aware that, I can see your picture. She loves the glasses. She loves the glasses, but you've changed something and she's not too keen on it, because she was very forthright in her views, and would let you know if something bothered her. And there's something that thank you, Emma. There's something that you've changed that she's not too amused with, but she's saying it with a smile on her face. So I do feel she'd like to send up and take the mick a bit. I'm also feeling connections in early part of June as an anniversary, either around you and her. Thank you. I'm also very much aware that I was told this earlier, and was told first message. There would be either a connection with you or her of the name of Alison as well, would be important. What she wants you to do is remember that you have every absolute capability that you could ever need. The only thing that ever holds you back from using them is, yes, it feels like other people, but it's you, because she's saying, and I feel this is the kind of thing she would have said to you previously in her physical life, allowing people to hold you back it's in your hands. So do not allow people to hold you back. You are confident, capable, and you are absolutely the heir to the throne, she says, of my attitudes and behaviors. So do keep up the good work, because you do a lot of good for a lot of people, and you do not allow yourself the credit. You are allowed to be. Thank you. I'm reminded of Desiderata. Enjoy your achievements and your plans. It's not vanity and it's not ego to think I actually did all right there. That's the inspiration to keep going and carry on and doing. There's also something, there's a mark. I can see a mark on a forehead now. I don't know whether it's to do with her or someone else, but I can also see either that was a little scar, a little mark, or a little sticking plaster on a forehead somewhere, as a memory link as well, I'll give you. But really, I've said what I came to say. Keep up the good work and don't let the get you down. So I'm going to leave her love with you. But with love is also respect. And I know that that's going to mean a lot, because the way she said it was all very graceful and amusing, but there was a look in her eye. I leave my respect with you. So whatever it is, well done. And I'll say, God bless, Emma. And thank you for listening.
Oh, that was wonderful. I love the detail there, Nick. Well done. Thank you so much. And I'm sure Emma resonated and loved that message. Oh, that's lovely.
Got me eye back. Always handy.
That was lovely. It's amazing when the spirit world sort of give you that feeling, isn't it, of something physical. I've got a gentleman with me here, and I know that he's grandfather, and I feel also that must be a connection with the war, because the first thing he's showing me is one of those war hard hats. You know what they wore either in Dad's army or like an ARP hat. And I feel that somebody would know of this, that it's still in the family. And I just feel here that he had issues with his heart. And I know that there is Bill connected, the name of Bill connected with this gentleman. I also want to go to the middle of October. I'm getting around the 15th of October for this gentleman. And I feel that he had a sort of like jolly way about him. I don't feel he's that tall. He's taller than me, but I just feel he's sort of average height. I'm sort of 5'7", 5'8", something like that, or a bit taller. But I just feel that he's got this joviality. He comes in like with all joy, and he's always quite positive. And I feel that he would call people love. And I just feel that he's just a really happy chap. And I also feel that somebody has got quite a lot of his stuff, his like memorabilia, if he liked, as well. And I've got medals here as well, and I don't know if they're connected. Right, Helen, your granddad was Bill. Right, okay. So would anybody else understand this as well? So if you can just let me know if this can be accepted. I do feel that he sort of ignored his own health. And I feel that he had a cough because he's drawing attention to my throat, but also the heart. Now, I'm also hearing the name of Maisie, so I don't know if Maisie is connected as well, because I've just got a lady that steps in as well, and she's just said the name Maisie. And they sort of come in together. So I don't know if they're a couple, but I just feel that there is definite strong family connections. And she's making me aware of issues around the stomach as well. So, right. Okay, Linda. Sorry. Richard said he's just going to ban me. All right, I'm going to give this to Linda.
Yeah,
okay.
Absolutely.
Okay,
absolutely.
I'm going to give this to Linda. He just steps forward, Linda, and of course he comes with a great deal of love. You've stopped me thrown now. No, I know it's for you too. So, would you also understand he was a little bit forgetful because he's just drawing attention to my glasses. So I feel that I don't know if he sat on glasses, but I feel that glasses kept getting broken because he's just, where's my glasses? What have I done with my glasses? Plonk, break. And I just feel that he would laugh. He's got this real lovely laugh and this chuckle. And he sort of, towards the end of his life, I want to shuffle. He sort of shuffled around, but I also feel he loved a bit of a do as well, because I feel that going back, that you would remember, Linda, where there was parties, bit of a do, where people, and I've got roll out the barrel. So I feel that people would have either the barrel of beer that they would bring into the house, like the Watney's barrel, and also somebody would have played the piano, and it would have been one of those impromptu pianos. Hold on. Would you also understand something about, because I've just been taken to the old advert of you have it, you play, you hold it, son, I'll play it. You know, where they're coming down the PG Tips advert. So I don't know if there's he did maybe removals in his life, or something about a piano or a piece of furniture being stuck on the stairs, because he's just bringing me this as a memory link. And I also feel that at one time the family lived quite close by. They were all together, because I've got, like, there was rows of houses, and there was people on the same road and people round the corner. And he's going back to what we were talking about community and how important the community is. And I know why he's saying this, because he's saying that the community that you've both created at Littleport is really important, and also the community that you have, Linda, with the friends that you reach out to and still see. And I feel, are you on the phone a lot? He said that woman's never off the phone. So so I feel that you're on the phone a lot, he said, and he's laughing. He said, because she's always been able to talk and she's still doing it now, but he's saying it with this love and this little chuckle. And he's also given me the name of Charlie as well. So I feel that Charlie's connected, and there's a Rose connected. And I just feel that he just wants to come with a great deal of love. So I'm sorry you've got the message again, but obviously your family seemed to quite like me as a medium, so they wanted to come through. So just take their love, and they're all here for you at the moment. And I think they want to give you upliftment, because as Nick said earlier, you've had your operation, and they just want to come and give you that healing and that support. So thank you for working with me.
Well done, Karen. Yeah, that's Grandad. And yeah, she definitely needs a bit of upliftment. And of course my family are going to like you. Your family too now.
Thank you.
But yeah, I can say that under my desk right here, this is his medal. This is his Home Guard medal. And the hat, there's a picture of him. You can tell which one is him, not even by his face. He's the only one who has it slightly slanted. Tin hat, slightly slanted. Fashion sense. Know where I get it from. Well done, mate. That was lovely.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you. I'm sure Mum really enjoyed it. It was brilliant.
Good.
Bless. It was your face when you said that she was on the phone all the time.
Oh,
Made me chuckle.
I'll show you my call list later.
All right. Okay.
Okay, well, I'm not sure who I'm with. I think I'm with either Helen or Bernadette. So listen out, ladies. As I was connecting in, I had a dog coming, and it's about the same size. It's not a Cocker Spaniel, but it's about the same size as a Cocker Spaniel. It's more like a dark brown, deep red colour. Let me know if you understand this dog in spirit, please. And as he came through, there was a lady that came through with him, and I felt a really bad pain all across the front of my forehead. So I feel that this lady would have passed through some sort of stroke or some sort of brain hemorrhage, because all the side of my right-hand side of my face went numb as well. And normally when I get a stroke, it's the whole body I get, not just the face, but this was just the face. So I also felt a little bit of anxiety with the dog and with the lady. So again, if you can understand this, let me know, ladies, or if anyone else can take it. Now she's coming through because she's saying there's a lot of anxiety around you at the minute, and I'm getting wet eyes, and there's been a lot of tears. and a lot of unnecessary worry. And she's coming down to say that you need to stop worrying so much and need to look at the bigger picture, because you're worrying unnecessarily over the little things. It's like things have become a little bit overwhelming for you of late, to do with daily life. But I also feel there's a situation around you where family are putting too much on you at the moment. Am I getting any response to it? I'm also, if anybody else can take this information, let me know, because I could be with the wrong people. So if anyone else can take it, just can't take the dog, but I've had anxiety. Mum had a stroke. Okay, my darling. Well, the dog is significant because the dog brought Mum through. So the dog in spirit would be significant. I felt the dog had anxiety as well, because he's never still. He's up and down. He's yapping. He's whining. He's very unsure of himself. Didn't like. I feel it was a separation anxiety with the dog, and I feel like Mum was very much like this as well. She felt very vulnerable, very scared of being on her own, especially, I want to say, towards the last 12 months of her life. And she's coming through because you're feeling the same thing. It's like you're fidgeting, you can't sit still, you've got this anxiety. I want to bite my nails. I can't settle for whatever reason. And she's coming through with a healing blanket. She's given me a lovely purple healing blanket. It's almost like a shawl. I'm wondering if it's my husband's grandmother. Okay. I'm feeling very dehydrated, and I'm feeling like my throat chakra's blocked as well. So I do feel like whoever this is for needs to speak up and needs to tell the family that, you know, it's okay putting on you, but you need your own time, you need your own space, and you've got your own things going on. It's about time, with all due respect, that they was there for you instead of you always being there for them. The tables need to be turned. And she's literally doing this, like, wind the bobbin up, wind the bobbin up. So she definitely wants the game to be changed, if you like, in terms of who's looking after who. So just to make you aware of that, take the healing blanket. It's almost like a shawl, you know, like what the traditional gypsies used to wear over the shoulders. It's almost, it's not, is it crochet or is it lace? It looks like a bit of both to me. It looks like crocheted lace or laced crocheting. But yeah, it was definitely, it's definitely no, not for you. Okay, so can anyone else take, you can relate to the anxiety in the present. That's okay, my darling. Thank you for that confirmation. My nan had a cocker spaniel and passed after having a stroke. The dog was nervous. Sounds like I'm with you then, Julie. Thank you for that confirmation, my darling. Yeah, because the cocker spaniel is definitely relevant. But yeah, she's giving you this healing blanket, Julian. It's almost like crocheted lace, and it's almost like the traditional gypsy shawls that the gypsies used to make and wear. And she's given it to me in purple for you. So I do know there's some healing around you needed at the moment, my darling, especially to do with this anxiety. And I feel like I'm shaky on my legs as well. So I don't know if you've been having problems with one of your legs. I'm getting it in my right leg. But there's a little bit of shaking. It almost feels like a trapped nerve condition. I'm not a doctor. I'm not diagnosing. I'm just saying that's what it feels like to me. It feels like there's a trapped nerve, and every time I put my foot down, my leg's going into a spasm. So if you haven't already got that checked out, go and get it checked out, my darling, okay? I'm not saying there's anything wrong, but there could be something, a little bit of help needed just to release it. And again, she wants you to stop worrying, and she's bringing the tears again because things are getting a little bit overwhelming. You need to take a breath, sweetheart, okay? Take a breath, take a step back, let family look after you for a change. I know that you can be quite stubborn and you don't like asking for help, but the help is needed and the support is needed. But people can't support you unless you tell them what the problem is. All right, so I'll leave your nans and the cocker spaniels love with you. And thank you and your loving Anne and the dog for working with me.
Oh, that was lovely, Stace. That was lovely.
Wow.
Wow, that's amazing.
Over 100 installs of the app now. Bravo.
Oh, well done, everybody.
well done,
Thank you
everyone.
so much. Thank you
Magnifique.
so much. Oh,
Wonderful. Yeah,
oh,
absolutely.
and Julie's just said yes. Have had a problem with trapped nerve in leg. So there you go, Stace.
Thank you for that confirmation, Julie. Go and get it checked out, my darling, okay?
Amen.
Yeah. Oh, wow. That's amazing. Thank you so much for downloading the app. Thank you so much.
Yes. So let's not forget our lovely guest today, Stace, is starting a new show in the coming month, VIP night with Stace.
That's on Tuesday. That's on Tuesday, 6 o'clock, 12, 7:30. Details will be put in the fan page, I'm assuming.
Yeah. And VIP everywhere.
TikTok, YouTube. It'll be placed in the VIP lounge. So become a VIP. Come and join us for a new show. Myself and Christine will be hosting it this week for the first show. And
Brilliant.
come and enjoy yourself. Have a good giggle. And bring some cards with you. If you've got cards, bring some cards with you.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yes, of course, the SPTV Oracle cards. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah. And then you can use those. So that'd be amazing, won't it? So wow.
Well,
I don't know, it's all happening. TikTok, apps, new shows. Oh my goodness, I can't keep up.
It's all go. It's all go.
So there's the VIP night with Stace Shaw. There's also, of course, my friends, the community showcase. If you are interested in showcasing your ability, get in touch with Stace either through SPTV or her Facebook page. And don't forget the astrology of birth books that she does.
Yes.
Another opportunity there.
Oh, look. I like that, Clara.
The shows
here first. Love it. The originals.
The originals.
Thank you, Clara.
And if you want support on the showcase, if you're not brave enough to go on your own, I'm happy to support anybody that wants support. If they want to bring somebody on with them, that's up to them. Just to put that out there, so you don't have to be afraid of being on your own. If you're a little bit nervous, we can sort that out.
Well, Stace, I will contact you, and I don't know if we're friends on Facebook or Messenger, but I will contact you and sort out a date when I can bring maybe a couple of my students on to be on your show, if that's all right.
Yeah.
And I'm happy to come and you can interview me. So there you go.
Oh,
there you go.
Fabulous. So we've got future interview with the lovely Karen Wood, future interview with the lovely Nick Brown. Not that he knows it, but he does now.
You should know by now I'm up for anything.
I'm also thinking about a future interview with my mum, the lovely Irene Renshaw.
Ooh. Well.
Yes.
Wow. How amazing.
What we will say is just keep an eye out for the Paul Bannister show, because he's got a little black book that is going to be featuring very heavily in his upcoming show with some rather interesting names. So watch this
space. It's all happening. It's all happening. I don't know. No. I don't normally say that I'll go and be interviewed, but I quite like it now.
I think for me, the reason is that when it's an SPTV interview, it's not all of that formality and task mastering and showiness. It's just like a good old yak between mates.
Absolutely.
But a huge group of mates. And I love the SPTV feel and family. And I just think it's amazing. So it's not so much of an interview, but a chat, and I love it.
Yeah, because you feel that you're with family. So there you go. Oh, Ashley's just put up some lovely little emojis. So thank you very
Absolutely. And of
much.
course, there is the Living Spiritually advert there as well. A wonderful new show up and coming with the lovely Ashley, Natalie, and Wendy. And that's coming up again in February. February's going to be huge. I mean, we've got an interview up and coming next month that people may well be interested in. That's going to be quite exciting. But we're keeping our lips tightly sealed.
Well, it's actually, if it's the one I'm thinking about, it's actually next week.
It really is. It really, really is. So stay tuned for that. It's going to be awesome. It really, really is. So we've got, of course, the lovely Ashley, Natalie, and Wendy with the Living Spiritually show. Of course, you've got Tony. You've got the lovely Neil and the wonderful Phil on the Around the Table show coming up as well. And let's not forget, of course, Soulful Insights with Neil Bryan coming up in February too.
Yes.
You know, Richard, bless him, he's got his trigger finger ready. He's going for it left, right, and centre today. Bless him. He did say there's a lot, and it really, really is. So,
and of course, we've got our birthday on February the 12th.
Absolutely.
Or the 12th of February, depending what continent you're on.
Yeah. So let's put it this way: it's the 29th of January. I'm going to sleep the rest of the month. So I think I'm going to need it for February. And Izzy Ryan, whoa, there's loads of stuff.
Absolutely, Izzy.
In the words of the song, you ain't seen nothing yet. It's going to be awesome. And and he's not finished there. So what would you like to see on the channel? It is your channel. It is your opportunity to say, Richard, I would love this. And then knowing Richard, he will look at it and he'll think, oh, I like the idea of that. And then 24 hours later, there'll be a graphic, a presenter, a name, and all sorts of plans going through. Chances are he'll make tweaks along the road, but that is the evolutionary concept of SPTV that I think matters the most. Everyone keeps saying, in order to continue, we need to evolve. And that is what I love about SPTV. It continues to evolve.
Oh, right. Yeah. In your dreams, Neil. My birthday on Friday. So just thought I'd let you know, 21 again, and nearly again. We'll kill me now. Happy birthday for Friday, Neil.
I don't believe it. I wouldn't believe that you were a day over 20. Bless you. But no. Yes, so a reminder, because we've got those lovely graphics. We've got to get some use out of them because they
absolutely
are
good, aren't they?
By Stace Shaw. They are books that can be gotten from Stace either through SPTV or herself. Stace, what would you like to say about them? What would you like to share? What will grab people to them?
They're unique, original, personalised, and they can be used for any occasion. Birthdays, Christmas, Valentine's. Have them for your children as a keepsake. Got cake on the mind now, look.
Nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, past loved ones as memoirs. They are. I mean, I've surprised myself with how beautiful they are. And everybody that's bought one, again, thanks again for your support. It's very much appreciated. But they've loved them. They're absolutely beautiful books, and you will never find anything like them anywhere else, which is, the unique selling point, as they say. And the fact that they look handwritten, the images that I use, they look hand drawn, because I wanted to keep that uniqueness about them without compromising their integrity. So, but yeah, anybody that wants one, find me on Stay Short 180 on Facebook, or again, you can reach me through SPTV And yeah, all I need is your date of birth, your name, and your place of birth. All is kept confidential, just to put that in there. Once I've done the books and they've been ordered and I get the confirmation that you're happy with them, all the information I receive that's personal will be deleted. My computer is password protected as well, so nobody can get into your personal information. So just to reassure people. All right.
Oh,
So yeah,
that's
if you want
wonderful.
one, get in touch. It takes about 7 to 10 days to make up. And then I will send it via email to yourselves, and yeah, you've got it there.
How much is the cost, please? Linda says.
For VIPs, it's £15 a book. For normal, for people that aren't VIP, it's £25.
There we go.
Lovely. So that's
Brilliant.
another
So if you're a
incentive to be a
Yeah.
VIP.
If
Yeah.
you're a VIP, let me know. I will be checking with Richard that you're and Terry that you're a VIP. I've got a zoo. I've
Your
seen
lovely
it.
cat has just walked past.
Oh, do you know, I've got the dog, I've got the cat. She's not even, I think she's just on 6 months old. But my bigger cat, I've got another cat. She's pregnant again, so we're expecting kittens any day now.
Oh gosh.
So yes, I have got a zoo, Kelly. But yeah, get in touch if you want one. I'm happy to do one. 7 to 10 days in your email, job done.
Lovely.
And
So
payment is through
Linda's a
PayPal.
VIP, so there you go.
I can confirm Mum's a VIP because she uses my PayPal to do it. And they would make a
Yeah, you've got Valentine's
present.
Day.
Yep.
Yeah, absolutely. So if you want one for your loved one, or like I said, if you want one as a keepsake for the kids, like a childbirth record, they're absolutely beautiful as keepsakes. And every book is different. No book is the same. And I do theme them as well with little images. So like if you're into horse riding, I'll put like little horsey pictures on there, or if you're into music, I'll do little music pictures on there.
Wow.
Yeah, so it's all personalised.
Lovely.
Brilliant.
Lovely. Oh, it sounds great. You've been a very busy lady. What with with all the shows coming up and your astrology book and your poetry book and all sorts of things, and you got your zoo with your pussycats and your dog.
It's a world-class menagerie. It's Stacey.
Yeah, that's it. It is. It's a busy time.
But isn't it
I love
wonderful?
it. I love
Isn't it wonderful to have that versatility in life and enjoy what you do? And I actually don't think I work. I do, but it doesn't feel like work to
It
me.
doesn't feel like work. That's it. That's the same with my books and my poetry. It doesn't feel like work.
Yeah.
And again, I've got the showcase as well, doing bookings for that. Bookings for the showcase, like I say, I think we're booked up now till May. So anyone who wants to come on, it'll be the second half of the year now.
Right,
We'll
okay.
get you booked on for. So get in quick because spaces are filling up.
Yeah. Absolutely, absolutely.
But you're absolutely right about it not being work. I very often say, I'm going upstairs to work now. And my other half says, you're not. I hear you up there laughing and joking with your mates. That just sums it up. It really
does.
Really
it does. It does. It's a passion. I call it my vocational job.
Vocation.
Yeah, because it is. And isn't it wonderful that we can do this? We get up on a Monday and we think, yes, we're going to start our day and we're going to enjoy our day, and it sets you up for the rest of the week. And I hope that it sets everybody else up for the rest of the week as well, to have some fun, to have some upliftment, to meet and find out about lovely people, and also to bring through spirit. So it just, I love it. I love it.
It really does. I very often wake up groggy on a Monday. Monday's my bad CFS day. But once I turn brighten your day on, that's it. I'm set up for the day then, and it kind of lifts me out of that fog.
Yes, absolutely.
That's without being part of the show. Being part of the show, well, that's a double bonus.
Well, it's good when you're with us and you can talk to people and share all what you've been doing. And yeah, I think the showcase and the VIP part of SPTV, some people may not know about it. But of course, all the information is on our wonderful app. on Google Play. So yes, so get downloading, and also TikTok. And I think TikTok is the new social media platform. It seems to be the favourite of people, because my stepson and his wife came to stay, and they was constantly looking at TikTok and talking about TikTok. So well done, Richard. I think you found the place where we can spread our wings and get some, people out there. Yes.
Yeah. Giving them professional truth, because there are so many dodgy ones on TikTok. Let's all us genuines move in on TikTok and squeeze out the fakery, so that people on TikTok can see what spiritual. There are some wonderfully spiritual, wonderfully excellent mediums that work on TikTok, but we need to back them up and give them the support that they deserve by squeezing out those that would take advantage of people. And I know, community, the SPTV family can. Bernadette's going to go to bed now because she's got an interview in the morning, so good luck for that.
Good luck, Bernadette.
Good luck, Bernadette.
Glad to have had you with us. But yeah, I think TikTok is a wonderful opportunity, and so not subscribe, follow on TikTok, and I'll see you over there, because I've got some silly videos on there as well. So if you want to wind me up on a Monday, you can watch them and take the mick. I don't mind. Nothing on there.
Hosts on there.
Yeah, there is. We're all kind of like taking over. So Karen, download and get yourself on there.
Oh God. Oh dear, I don't know. Shove them out, says Clara.
Amen, sister. Amen.
Wendy Lindsay's on TikTok as well, I think.
Yes, she is. Yeah.
Yeah, I think. Well, we all have to go on. So this is Operation Takeover
TikTok.
I love that.
Takeover.
The TikTok takeover.
The SPTV army marches forward on TikTok. I love it.
The love and light band of SPTVers move on to TikTok.
Nick, get your granddad's hat out.
Yeah, you know, it's that you use songs over videos and all sorts of stuff, and I can just see us all, the SPTV family, marching down a corridor with a tick tock, tick tock. What you waiting? What you waiting? Oh. So we shall have to descend and take it, as Clara said, boot out the ones that take advantage.
I think Richard ought to do some graphics of SPTV army walking down the road. That'd be hilarious.
To the tune of Dad's Army.
Yeah, absolutely. Richard's just saying that the more people know about SPTV, the more we can spread that message of hope and upliftment. And I think that's the core part. And I think sometimes that's what's missing. And like I said, we've got to back up the genuine ones that are already on there by, you know, being a part of that movement and being a part of that energy and vitality and upliftment. And if there was ever a message for the week, I think that would be a good one.
Yeah, I mean, you know,
Absolutely.
social media is here to stay, whether you like it or don't, or whether you get involved with it or you don't get involved with it. But people do get involved with it. And if we can put a positive spin on it and do what we can to change things and just stay as with the integrity, the true integrity, I think then that will be a positive thing. Instead of sort of looking and saying, well, that shouldn't happen. Sometimes it's spirit in action, and we have to change that. We have to change people's thoughts. We have to change the way that we do things in a positive, loving way, and that's what we can do.
Absolutely. I often think that you know, the bad ones, the troublemakers, the problem makers are in a minority, and the silent majority are great and good. The only problem with a silent majority is the silence.
Yeah.
Only problem with the silent majority is the silence. Linda just said I'm trying to as well, Karen.
Oh, that's lovely. Well
She
done, Linda.
already has a TikTok account.
Oh my God, I'm so impressed. Well done, you. I've now
She
got to
didn't
get
set
one.
it up, I did.
Well, I'm
Going back
so
to
impressed. Oh, Kelly's just to us oldies, yeah, I know, Kelly. Probably older
going
than
back to Pamela's comment about people saying that they've taught themselves, I wouldn't recommend anybody teaching themselves because there's just too much. It's not just giving the messages or giving the readings. There's more to it than that. And if you don't understand the principles behind it, just no. I wouldn't recommend anybody learning by themselves. Definitely go to a circle or a mentor or get that proper teaching.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I don't get me wrong. I know. Yeah.
Oh,
I
well,
know a great deal of self-taught mediums, but they sit and they watch other mediums work and how they present themselves and how they do that. And I just think it's nice to have people to talk to and have fun with. Bit late, but hello, Shirley Walker. Hello. Sadly, we've run over and we're about to go. We've just been called to time.
Because we got carried away again, as per usual.
Yeah. Don't we just?
We do.
But we've had a good old chunder and a good old yarn.
Yeah.
And I think that's what matters. You know.
Absolutely.
Absolutely. Enjoyed it this morning.
A pleasure. Absolute pleasure. Thank you for coming on.
It was lovely to have you with us, Stace. And, you know, good luck with everything that you've got going on. And I will be in touch about getting some of my guys on to the show.
Yes.
No problem. Thank you, everybody.
Excellent.
Okay.
Karen, pleasure as always.
Absolutely. I love my Monday mornings with you. It's wonderful. And I love spending time with all of our wonderful SPTV family. So thank you to Richard for keeping us all in check and making sure that it all works and everything. And enjoy the rest of your week, everybody. We'll see you same time, same channel next week.
Whatever you do, do it with love, passion, and integrity. And we will see you next week. Love you all. And stay tuned because next week's going to be a big one.
Yes, watch this space.
And I'll see some of you GIPs tomorrow night.
See you tomorrow.
Bye.